Good morning, flowers and viewers, and welcome to Flow TV. This is your boy Wayne, and I'm just here to do a recording. I'm waking up irritant, and I'm going to go on a rant this morning to get this off my chest. No, I'm not gonna go into a long introduction. For those who doesn't know me, I am Wayne, Flow TV. Flow is Forbes legal opinion. Wayne, most of you who are on my channel already would know me as the producer for Andre Stevens to the eloquent great partner draw TV. However, Mr. Golden Morning, are you may come for? Our country is on a path, Mr. Golden, to no progress, dictatorship, and all sort of hanky-panky. And it is rather irritating me now because you're becoming more of an irritant to me than Prime Minister crookedness. Because you just sit down there and allow him to just continuously get away with everything, Mr. Golden. And the problem why you irritate me is the whole social democracy thing where you should be about. That is the part that is more irritating. Me not say anything social democracy about you. You have 2 year and up until now, me not say you reach out to the grassroots. You reach out to the crevice and the curbs of Jamaica, Mr. Golden, Fee. Build back the grassroots of PMP. And I'm speaking here, Mr. Golden, as a former labor rights supporter. No, not politically aligned to anybody. I am aligned to Progress Jamaica. Let's get that straight. However, Mr. Golden, you are the Crown's credible and legitimate opposition. And it's rather irritating for you to see you just sit down like the country's teddy bear, Mr. Golden, because that's the only thing that come to my mind. Because we know said the only thing teddy bear do in our house is take up space. And that's what you seem to be doing in the nation's house at the moment, Mr. Golden. Take up space. No care the amount of bone. Like we do the dog analogy, I know. No care the amount of bone where wholeness choke you. What did this honorable man choke you? You're like a full belly dog, Mr. Golden. You just take the bone them and you go bury them. And the problem is you don't remember where you bury the bone them. So you forget about them and him keep throwing your bones and bone, Mr. Golden, and you're just sitting there allowing him to get away with it. You cannot continue as the nation's opposition, Mr. Golden, in silence. You have to rise to the occasion or vacate. There's too much going on in the country for a social democrat not to be leading the people out in protest, calling for the Prime Minister's resignation, refuse to sit in our nation's house with them, Mr. Golden. Rather, everything Andrew come with, even when you know same can't do it, a thing like a hate, you still say you support it, Mr. Golden. When are you going to get a grip of yourself and resign? Because as it is at the moment, Mr. Golden, getting a grip of yourself to prepare for the next general election, in my view, is far-fetched, because you have 2 years and plus, and the important nitty-gritties, you haven't get them together. Political image matters. Political likability matters. Political presence matters. Political believability matters. Mr. Golden, you are not reflective of any of those. You cannot get your image right. And in politics, if you cannot get your image right, you will not be noticeable. You cannot get it right by reaching out to the people, Mr. Golden. So whatever you say to the people, them it not cut through, them not listen, them not believe you. I hear people talking about getting you into probably speech therapy or elocutions lessons. Mr. Golden, you're an attorney with years of experience, Mr. Golden. You should be an eloquent speaker. At this point of your legal career, Mr. Golden, you shouldn't need to be going to have elocution lesson to reach out to the public, because people in the legal fraternity, Mr. Golden, normally have that type of fire in their belly to speak on issues of social justice, which you are a social democrat. So we're hard in it, Mr. Golden. Like literally, we're hard in of it. I don't see where elocutions lessons or speech therapy lessons or confidence boost courses or presentation courses will assist you, Mr. Golden. You have years in the legal fraternity which involve preparing arguments on paper, presenting them um, in a persuasive way, Mr. Golden. Come on now, you're an attorney with years of experience. I mean, you haven't learned how to persuade or convince in your speaking skills. And everybody has said, no, you feel to learn, Mr. Golden. What you need to do, Mr. Golden, is resign. You're holding the country back. You're enabling the destroyer to continue to destroy our country. It is not fair on the country that while the government hold the country at ransom, Mr. Golden, you're enabling the government to hold the country at ransom. And the worst thing is, the country is not alarmed. The country is not alarmed. Nobody is pushing back. Nobody is revolting. Everybody is sitting down and waiting for a miracle. To the fact where Andrew just sit down with his mouth open wide, like when alligator open their mouth and catch fly. A laugh after the destruction what him a cause to the country, because him see there is no competition to him. Where do we go from here, Mr. Golden? Let me tell you. Resign, pack your bags, and go. Let there be a leadership campaign. Sorry. Resign, make Damien get your seat and come out of Damien Crawford way, or Julian, forget his name. Come out of people we make can make better progress, Mr. Golden. The party, the party is polling at a stagnant rate ever since you've been there. You're below 20, Mr. Golden. And with such a reluctant attitude. There's nowhere to be seen of you winning a general election, should it been called today, tomorrow, next year, or 2 years from now, Mr. Golden. Wasted 2 years. Is the People National Party serious about ruling this country? Is the People's National Party serious about winning the next election? Because if it is, then this is the time where they should be going in the crevice and curves, drawing out every grassroots to come on board and save the country. And don't get me wrong, Jamaica, it's every hands on deck. It is every hands on deck. The Jamaican population at home, you have a responsibility to be seen and to be heard. Yes, those of us in the diaspora can continue to wage the battle with our voices, do whatever we have to do to bring awareness and changes to the political landscape in Jamaica. But the power to bring changes at home really lies with you. For too long, the government's been taking liberty, and the nation sits down comfortable and quietly and allow the government to keep rolling over them, bulldozing through them without any great pushback. This is the problem why wholeness feels so powerful, to be rooting through all your constitutional rights without any care at all, because there is no challenge to him. And until Mr. Golden and the PNP get it right, wholeness is going to continue to do whatever he wants, unless the Jamaican masses rise up and say, enough of this. We are going to demonstrate peacefully. We are going to withdraw our labor force. We are going to continue to put the pressure on the government. We are going to continue to ask the questions. We are going to continue to be seen and to let our voices be heard until what we vote for or what they promise us is being implemented. The power is in the hands of the people. Politicians have no vested interest in doing what is right for you. It has been proven over and over and over and over that it is about them, their friends, their family, and how high up the star apple tree them can go. So if you want a foot up on the star apple tree, you don't have to pull tag of war with them, because it's literally a tag of war, especially with our corrupt and trick politicians. And this is why you see they keep things close to them, particularly this prime minister, where he make sure him pull every office that would possibly be a threat to him in the office of the prime minister. Mr. Golden sit down and allow him, agree to him, enabled him to be militarizing the country without any voice. Mr. Golden, it can't continue so. It can't continue so, Mr. Golden. Jamaica people, you need to make Mr. Golden know it cannot continue so. How could it be that an opposition is so quiet in the face of a Stalin dictator, a baby Hitler? Where is the revolutionary spirit in you, Mr. Golden? Where is, because PMP is meant to be a revolutionary movement, because they are a people's movement. Or have you forgotten that? Mr. Golden, enough of you. Enough of you, Mr. Golden. You are not going to make it. It's evident. It is evident that you're not going to make it, Mr. Golden. And rather making a fool of yourself, looking like a useless teddy bear, just sitting down there taking up space, Mr. Golden. Do the honorable thing and go back to the corporate institution and the corporate legal area where your strength is probably to put great argument on paper and submit it, but not to really stand and present it in a convincing and persuasive way, Mr. Golden. In your legal career, Mr. Golden, as a barrister taking a case to court sometime, unless it's been prepared in your office based on how the legal system in Jamaica is run. Sometimes a case can be submitted to you within 24 hours and you have to study it and go in a court to argue with Mr. Golden. Did you not learn any of those skills? How could it be that such an experienced attorney a dive in a paper, read a whole speech? Why a person like you, Mr. Golden, if you have a social democracy fire in your belly, you don't need speech to talk to poor people or to talk to people, Mr. Golden. You don't need a speech to talk to them if you have a social democracy fire in your belly. Look pan the crook. When he ready, we roll up pants foot for fool we. In we wear green clocks for fool we. In we act ghetto for fool we. In we act eloquent for fool we. Mr. Golden, you're just flat. Dead sea, Mr. Golden, dead log. You're just flat. Nothing what you're saying now come true. Time to go, Mr. Golden. You're holding up back the country's progress. Because a credible opposition is needed to stand with against a Stalin dictator. A credible opposition is needed, Mr. Golden, to stand against a Stalin dictator. You are not that person. No, Mr. Golden, you another somebody there. You need to resign. Do the country a favor, Mr. Golden. Give up the position on your seat. We don't even want you in our house because in our politics, you don't seem to be interested in politics, Mr. Golden. I wouldn't even suggest that you be an advisor to the People's National Party because you have wasted 2 years, 2 precious years. And it's not that nothing was happening during that 2 years. Andre was making blunder after blunder after blunder after blunder. A legal scholar like you, Mr. Golden. The man is buck shuffling over our constitution. Him, the DPP, where sometimes she have her mouth open wide like she could fly like the Prime Minister. The then inept Attorney General of a foot, which is now the new Minister of Constitutional Confusion. Look at the DPP post, Mr. Golden. None of them seem to be aware of what is to be done or how it is to be done. Or it is Mr. Golden. They knew and they aired the law by avoiding to look at it or take it into consideration when appointing the DPP, or because they knew that what they were doing was wrong, Mr. Golden, so they deliberately evade the Constitution. Me no hear ya kick up no bangarang about them something there. Constitutionally, elections are in our Constitution, Mr. Golden. It is understood now that we're way behind. We should have had a council election, a local government election 4 years ago. It never happened. We are mostly 3 years into an unconstitutional term of a local government parliament. And as a legal scholar, Mr. Golden, none of them something that mean anything to you. All of these things are said, Mr. Golden. You are not with it, or you are not capable of doing it. No, rather than taking up space, Mr. Golden, the honorable thing to do, Mr. Golden, would to vacate the seat and let somebody who have some form of fire in them belly do something to help our country, rather than you allowing this guy to take in our country into dictatorship, walking and chopping it up, sharing it up to whoever him can get anything from for putting in bank balance. Enough, Mr. Golden. Enough. Viewers and followers, thank you very much for listening to my rant. I am not Andre Stevens. I'm not going to come out here and give you eloquent debate. When we feel like rant, me I go just come out and rant because our opposition is getting way past my nerve now, and it's time, I think, we all do something. But as I said, the power rests with the people at home. I want to thank you very much for listening, and goodbye.